So the one man's trash job is a great Sophie episode. I mean, all three episodes I saw were good, but of all the episodes focusing on Sophie over the years, do you have a favorite?
Oh, that's such a difficult question. How are you going to start me off on such a difficult question? You know, it's one of those things, every season before we start shooting, I try and do like a little, I think, I'm going to watch 10 episodes, and I pick episodes from different seasons to watch. And I always find new moments in them that I like. Sometimes I'll watch the episodes and I'll just enjoy Sophie's comedy, and I'll just enjoy her doing her funny voices and her funny walks and other episodes I like all the little poignant moments, the soft moments between people. So it's really hard to tell. I mean, this season I've got a really fantastic arc, and I get to work with a lot of British guest stars in it as well. And so we have a lot of shorthand together, and it's a really lovely arc for me because she's in her groove. She's really feeling confident. She's really enjoying being the team leader. And then suddenly she gets stopped in her tracks by this person from her past who pops up and basically wants his debt to be paid that she owes him from having let him down in the past. And it was really fun to try and navigate that. Her confidence, but also that it will be taken away from her horribly wrong.
Okay. And when you do those accents, do you come up with those, or do they have someone that helps you, or? You're sort of frozen.
Yeah, so I've worked with my dialogue. Okay, sorry. With my dialogue, Donald Lewis, since season 2, since we went to Portland of the old Leverage. And so she and I Skype. I mean, it's got to the point now where we don't have to work on every accent together, but if something comes up that's particularly challenging and I want to get just right, we'll pop on a Skype call on a weekend. Like this year, I play a Colombian sort of gangster. That was a lot of fun to work on that accent, and I really wanted to get it right. I also, in one of the episodes that Noah directed, have to speak convincingly as a South American in Spanish. That was really, really challenging to actually try and speak the language in a convincing way. And it's definitely tiring having all the different elements, thrown in, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay, great. And I was on your Twitter last night, and I saw that you had I think it's a recent picture of you and Timothy Hutton. What was the occasion? I loved seeing the picture of you.
Oh yeah, so Tim is in London rehearsing a play. He's opening in a play at a very good theatre off West End called The Mania Chocolate Factory. He's doing a new Terry Johnson play called Sex Party, and I've worked with Terry Johnson a number of times. He's a wonderful playwright, and so he's been completely locked down in rehearsal, but I hope to see more of him when the play opens, and he's his time's a bit more freed up.
Oh, great. Yeah, well, it was great to see the two of you together. And it seems like we're being teased slowly about Sophie and Harry being an item. Will we see more of that in the season, do you think? Do you know?
I don't know where you picked that on. There's absolutely not. Really? I don't know how you must be a wannabe romantic, because I think that she sees him more as a sort of sibling character. Like, I don't think there's never been a sort of discussion about them being romantic.
Well, the first season,
she's really amused by.
Yeah,
I think that she needed a friend, and I think because she's the matriarch of the other characters, he was a good person for her to kind of lean on emotionally last year, because he was an outsider and he feels like a grown-up, and not like one of her sort of, not children, not that they are her children, but
right.
her, her family. But I think
Sure.
this season, Sophie's more like amused because she can see that he's had a taste of the forbidden fruit of crime, and she can see him kind of being pulled in, and he's enjoying, grifting a bit more, and he's being a little more ambitious in his grifting, and I think she's amused by it. But I think she's in a really great place, and I wouldn't be shocked if they were to introduce maybe next season a love interest for her, or at least get her out dating again. I would like that, but no, I think you might have backed to the wrong horse there, Suzanne.
Well, the first season, especially towards the end, it seemed like they were getting very close. And then this season, at least the 3 episodes I've seen so far this season, it seemed like they were more just friends. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're close, and I think that I think that with the rest of the team, they've always had such boundaries about talking about their personal lives. Of course, they 100% depend on each other, but they haven't always been the most open about their backstories and their personal lives, and important people in their lives. And so there are those boundaries, and that is addressed actually this season. So I think that Harry is someone that she can speak freely with, that they don't have those obstacles, that they can speak kind of freely with one another, which is really nice to have that opportunity.
Okay, great. Well, I really appreciate you talking to me today.
Nice to see you again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the season. It's such a it's the back end of the season is so exciting, and there's so many, like, it's such a roller coaster. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Good. Yeah, I really loved the first 3. I thought they were even better than last season. Very fun and exciting. So I thought I had less time. Sorry. So are there any stories that you can tell us about something fun that happened while shooting this season?
Something fun that happened. Well, it's funny because Christian and I, Elliot and Sophie, have quite a few like emotional scenes this year where he's getting quite kind of confrontational with her about all this kind of stuff from her past kind of flooding forward. So we have some quite serious scenes together, and we're always asking for more comedy because we work so well together as comedic actors. And we did a really fun scene where we had to work in the food truck, and I'm serving someone, and he did this thing where it was his suggestion, where he like pops down under the counter, and while I'm serving them, his like hand pops up with the food, or his hand pops up and sweeps the money out, and we were laughing so hard, had so much fun doing that. I mean, Christian's so great at physical comedy, and so whenever he and I can kind of find any kind of physical comedy moments together, we always go for it. But it's one of those questions, isn't it? People go, "Can you tell us a funny story?" But you work so hard, and it just goes by in a flash. I mean, we're so boring. Me, Christian, and Noah just played Wordle all season. We were on like a Wordle, WhatsApp group. And we just pretty much sat around playing word games together.
Oh, that's fun. I know it's hard to translate when somebody asks you that question, though. All right. Well, thanks so much.